start than they won the Broncos.
Yeah, they come out full of character and committed.
What happened in the last few weeks? I mean, they just played so well during the year and just couldn't sort of quite nail these last few games, and seemed to be something undeniable.
Yeah, no, I can't really answer that for you, Steve. I'm not sure. There's nothing we thought was wrong. But maybe just the pressure of finals football is all part of it. You know, just started to do some uncharacteristic things, but we'd lost some form before the end of the season as well, so that didn't help us.
Did you think the tide had turned when Morris scored that try in the first half, Wayne? It sort of fought your way back into it?
Oh, we weren't out of it at 12-6. And we were having some good field position and starting to do some things well. And we just made a couple of crucial errors coming into half-time, and then second half, just after half-time, we made another couple of crucial errors, and they got the advantage, and it was all over. But they're playing great, and that's what good teams do to you. They just wait for you to make a mistake, and then they capitalise on it.
Have a view of this season and whether it was a success or a failure as far as you view it, and as far as where the club's come from?
Oh, no, I'm not. I've been pleased with what they've done. As I said, the only thing I promised when I came to St George was consistency, and I think we've done that pretty well. I made no other promises to the players or anybody. And on that basis, I think we've achieved a fair bit this year. So.
Do you think, Wayne, to have got so far with the team till about 6 weeks ago, and then to have fallen off at this time of the year, will that be a challenge for you next year to get the scars of that out of their heads?
Oh, I don't know, Steve. Every year's different. I don't want to look ahead to next year. There'll be a lot of different scenarios that'll get thrown up, and I think we've got a major problem. We just lost a bit of form at the wrong time in the season, and we lost a little bit of confidence.
Do you view it, Wayne, as this is the first year of a long run at AFL? I mean, how many years you're there for? And do you expect them to get better each year?
Yeah, I certainly, as I said, there's no guarantees about what you'll do next year after this year's finished, so I'm not going to even preempt that. But, from where I think we started this season to where we finished, I think we've realised we've done a pretty good job. We're disappointed, of course, with tonight and disappointed with last week. But at the same time, there's a lot of good things done, and so I know another year with them with me, it'll hopefully continue to grow, and little things that we didn't get right this year we'll be able to get right next year because we're familiar with what they are and the things that make the difference.
Are you afraid that the good things that you've done won't be remembered because of the last month?
Well, I not worry about what you remember, but I'm concerned about what I remember.
Well, how do you think you will be remembered this year?
I don't care personally. It doesn't worry me. You write what you want to write and you'll say what you want to say, so I'm not concerned about what someone else might say. I know what we've done. I know how far the club's come in regards to putting ourselves in the position that we did. So my priority now is to try and make that better if I can.
So are you happy with what you achieved this year?
Yeah, I'm personally happy. I'm disappointed with tonight, of course, and all that. But I'm not going to come down to one night to weigh up our season, particularly with my first year being there. If I've been there for 3 or 4 years, it might be a bit different. But not in the first year there.
How do you think Brisbane will go against Melbourne tomorrow?
Yeah, look, they're playing great football and they're really confident and they're doing everything right that wins big games. So they nailed it here tonight. The issue will be Peter Wallace. If they've lost him, that'll be a huge blow. But outside of that, they've got their game where you want your game right now and at this time of the year. And we didn't have our game right where theirs is, and that's the difference.
Are you surprised that they've been able to do this at the back end of the season? They've able to come back the way? Oh
no, they've always had quality players here. Nothing changed. They've lost a few, of course, but there's always been quality players here. Darren Lockyer can stand on his feet and captain this side. Never ever write him off. He's such an exceptional player and person, and they respond to him. Simple as that. The bad patch was when he was away at Origin, and he's obviously had other influences in his life, so his commitment wasn't totally here. But since he's come back, it's just got them all back on track.
After we saw what Kay did tonight, it's sort of sad to see him leaving the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Jared Haynes put his hand up, but there's not enough of Carmichael Hunts and the Gerard Haynes and those, and I think the game's only going to be better if we had more of them. It's a wonderful game now, but you just take the special players are the ones you don't want to lose because people want to come and see them play.
Dave Taylor, those first two tries, he was obviously pretty instrumental. I mean, you said yesterday that the plan was just simply blokes tackling him.
Well, we tackled him great, mate. I think we did a great job on him. I mean, first try is a miracle try. That happens, unfortunately, that happens. And, the second one was well-orchestrated try. But he's got those lovely skills that he can do that. A lot of players can't do what he did. I haven't played for 20 years and they can't do what he did. But it was just the pass that beat the man. He was covered, but it was just his nice time pass, and Carmichael ran a great line for him, and it was the difference. That little bit of subtlety that he can bring. But I thought we did a really good job on David tonight.
Has Wendell got another year in?
Oh, well, talking about talking up, he has. Yeah, I don't know. We'll sort that out next month or so.
What he says that's your decision. How do you decide that? What are the factors?
Well, I'll let you know when I do, okay? Make sure I get in touch with you.
Appreciate that.
I'm sure you'll hear it somewhere.
The pressure of expectation that affected the side at all tonight?
It's difficult to answer. As I said, I haven't spent enough time with them. We've had 12 months together, but I just think we're just playing our worst football the wrong end of the season. We've been up for so long, and which they hadn't done in the past as well as they have. They haven't. The last time they won a minor premiership was 1985, I think. So it's a long time ago, and it took a fair bit out of them getting there. And I just think we got it just a bit off our game when it mattered most. Not much of our game. I mean, a lot of effort out there by our guys tonight, but Broncos are red hot, and I think Parramatta we played them twice in 2 weeks, and I think they're going to be very hard to beat next week. And they're showing that again on the weekend with the Titans. So.